I just want to ask a couple of questions that
Okay.
is going to lead to this particular to the experience.
Okay.
So it's going to be like a before and after
Yes.
experience before you started this intervention
All
process,
right.
and then we'll talk about after too when you are done with the
Yeah.
intervention process. How long will it last?
Will what last?
The intervention.
Okay, for starters, I think about 6 months. That's what he said. We'll see how it goes.
Let's go back to the beginning.
Okay.
When you gave birth to your child,
Yes.
when did you see the difference? I won't say there's anything wrong, but then when
Mm.
did you see that there's something different?
I think it all started when we were approaching his second birthday. So, of course, because I had one before him, it was easy for me to just use his brother as his benchmark, like comparing them as much as yes, you don't, but at least there'll still be some similarities. So there were some words that we expected that he should have been saying. It was just I think for him it was a speech that was the flag for us. Every other thing appeared normal. He could maintain eye contact and all those things that we could have suspected was not there. So it was just the speech, and then he wasn't engaging us like his brother. Children would always start out to say, okay, maybe like dada first and say it a lot. He wasn't even saying that and all of that. So we observed that for a while, and I think that was on that. Then initially we spoke to a pediatrician, and they said, okay, maybe we should give him a bit of time, see if he would. He was then it wasn't. Then funny enough, he started maybe because he was learning from his brother too. He picked up words fast. He would look around, he would mention names of things and all of that. But when it comes to like talk to us, he wasn't doing that. So that was what we saw as our red flags. It was
So
nothing
what
just
prompted you,
headache.
aside from his age, what was like we have to go to the pediatrician at this point?
Because I just wanted, okay, I had good knowledge about autism, like to an extent, basic one for me to know. So even when the pediatrician was saying that, okay, let's give him some time, in my head I was already thinking, this is looking like autism to me. This is thinking like autism to me. So for me that alert was already up. Like, okay, but while we're giving time. So on my own part and in my crude way, I was already approaching it like it was autism, trying to get him to say some words to and all of that. So I was. So by the time he was before his third birthday, we didn't even wait again. We just decided one day that, you know what, let's just know what we're facing and just start something fast. So before his third birthday, we went and got a formal diagnosis. Then the journey began.
Okay, so you did a screening and diagnosis session with us, including a parents training. That was not the first
No, that
time.
was not the first. That was not the
Okay.
first because all the screening that you say he had before, we did have documents and everything, and they were not like really thorough.
I know you talked just now, talked about the difference, but what is one visible difference between the diagnosis and at shades of life and those two other places?
Oh, sheets of life diagnosis was one compared to them. It was more thorough and it was more engaging with the child. You understand? Because it was demanding that they were requesting for him to do some things they wanted to see. You understand? They knew what they were looking out for. Now, the other two, one, okay, the first one was more observation. They weren't asking him to do anything. They were just looking at, it was just him in the office and they just left him like free, like freelance, like do what you're doing, I will just watch you. And it was not for too long. The second one did not, it was more of third person, I as his mom. They were asking me, you understand? But Shades of Life Zone, well, it didn't even come in one stage. That's it. There was the part of asking parents. I was here with my husband, and then they asked us lots of questions. That was the first stage. And then the second stage involved them actually having him do some things, and they were observing what he could do and what he could not do. So that was, and that took 2 days. So of course, anything 2 days compared to two observations that were not up to 1 hour or 30 minutes, I think that's actually more thorough.
Okay, so you said earlier that you found out about his autism prior to coming to Shades of Life.
Yes.
What steps did you take?
Okay, like when we got the first diagnosis, so right there, the neurologist already gave me like some resources, gave me some contacts and some sites and advised what I could do. So getting home, I was already making calls and all that. So about the what's it called, therapist. She told me the therapy that they were recommending for him, speech, OT, behavioral, and all that. So she gave me the contact, and I was speaking with. I called them to get their fees, and sincerely, the bills I was getting, it was like, oh my god, like, and I got myself quite a number of time asking, are we talking about monthly for this? And they'll say yes. I said, yeah. So then in school, meanwhile, in school too had flagged it that they were suspecting, because in school too they had a bit of knowledge. I know that the school is quite inclusive. So I said, well, while that is going on, I want to start something immediately. So I just went online, I read more about the therapy and all of that. I was like, okay, let me look for things I can do with him at home. That was where we started. So I started in my own crude way, like I say, doing some things, and I felt it was working. Some things were working, yeah, some of them, and
Okay. So now you've spent 2 days with us so far.
yes.
Is there a difference?
And there's a difference, so I won't like it's one thing. The parents training was very thorough too, was quite it was detailed, I won't say like that way, at least for the level of parents. And I picked a lot of things, and it's so funny now, head knowledge is one thing, but seeing it, the practical side
Yes.
of it in real life setting. And so when they do, the 2 days that I've spent has opened my eyes to many learning opportunities I probably missed at home, that I could have even done up like, oh,
You
okay,
could
so I
have
can
taught
actually
them.
teach him this with this. Oh, we have instances of this at home. It would have been an opportunity for me to teach him this and teach him that. And then the power of consistency. So, yes, the power of consistency, and knowing how much parents can actually also assist their parents, because the child is not going to be with the therapist
Yes.
24/7. So I have been doing a lot of paying attention and taking it seriously too, because really it's going to be a win-win situation. The objective is to have the child independent and do well for themselves and with
Yes.
themselves. So far so good. Really, I'm enjoying it, and I'm not taking it lightly. I'm not. I really appreciate the opportunity, and that's why when the opportunity was raised, I jumped on it. Like, I have to take this up, like
Okay.
anything, and also because from what I know and I've found out, and I've discovered our shades of life. There was that initial fear of, hey, therapists that know their
Yes.
audience. So this is where I can say, yeah, I'm confident of, I'm
At least you
confident.
are
Yes,
there.
yes, I'm there, and I trust this brand, yeah, and all of that.
Thank
So,
you for trusting us.
so it's the confidence, yeah. Like I feel like I'm in good hands. We are in good hands. My son is in good hands.
Yes.
Yeah, that assurance is there. So
Okay.
there's a whole lot of difference. Even in 2 days, and we're seeing progress. For example, like him dressing up, you
He dressed
understand?
up
Oh,
himself.
we did that today, and his therapist was even saying, oh, that the interview was like, he's a fast learner. So in my mind, I was like, so you can see, like, if this had come early and consistently, so much that you can do with, yeah.
May I ask how old he is? How old is he?
It's 6 years and 11 months. It'll be 7 months next month.
Months.
Yeah, 7 years next month.
Okay. My last question,
All right.
just to let you go. Then you still have some sort of expectations, things that you want him to, objectives that you want him to
Yes.
attain before the end of the
Mm.
6 months. Do you have one that is at the top of your list?
Number one, even if they told me that I shouldn't have expectation, me I have already, so they can't they can't take away my expectations. My expectations, I'll make it. I've tried to make them as objective as possible. Like, okay, I'm not raising it too high, but what I see is there must be improvement, no matter how you celebrate, no matter
Small,
how
yes,
small.
yeah.
So what I've not done is to have a ridiculous one. But I think my major one for him now, I think it's social interaction skills with his peers. You
Okay.
understand?
Autism.
That's the one. Yeah, at least for his peers and all of that.
Okay, he interacts alone.
He does his thing well with his brother because he's quite familiar with him, but like in school with other kids, and I need him to,
New
yes,
people.
new people, new, no, especially children his age.
Okay.
You understand? And I think it's majorly social skills. Yeah, for every other thing, that the major the social skills is almost at zero level. So every other thing is actually making progress with them already. So the one that I know, and that's the one when I said when he was protesting and crying to it was that social skill
Yeah.
because he was being taught how to take turns and share. So that's I'll be so excited. Like if when I won't say if when he's able to when we make progress with that.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you
We'll see each other
too.
after 6 months.
Yes. And you see that my expectations were not cut
Yeah.
short. There's been a lot progress. There's been progress. Okay, we did that during summer break, and now he's back to school now. And the experience we got here and the intervention and everything I was taught, listen, putting it into practice has really helped him. And it helped him because I did not take a break from it. So it has become like a reality, like every day. So even our everyday interaction and dealings at home is like intervention. So we just put we put it into everything we do. The way we relate with him, the way he does things at home. And the consistency with which we did that also helped him to transition better into school because we changed his school. So initially we had a bit of challenge because he was trying to settle down into the school, but with time he got a hang on so many things. And yes, his independence has really improved. I actually took the QBA course. Yes.
That was the one. Did you not
That
do ABAT?
I did not do, no, I didn't do ABAC. I just went straight to take, yes, to take the QBA course. But before that, maybe some free courses online, but that's just it. That was before. It was, okay, it was when I took those courses online, I was reading up because of my son's diagnosis, reading so many things. It was all in the quest of getting information. That was what led me to Shades of Life. I got to know about the QBA program and all that. Yes, one I can think of right now is the importance of consistency. You understand? So many parents, we parents, yes, and people will say that, oh, we're doing everything, it's not working, it's not. But now I understand the importance of patience and consistency. You have to be consistent because there's really no timeline, there's no fixed timeline for a child learning a skill or anything. Every child is different and you can't predict, even the professionals can't predict when they're going to learn the skills, but just keep doing it. Keep at it, don't get tired. Even when you feel you're not seeing results, because you can't even tell when the results will come. So just keep at it. But eventually the results come one way or the other. I can guarantee that. Yes, I'll add patience to that. If I've been saying just consistency before, I'll add lots of patience because there'll be days that you may feel discouraged. That I've been doing all of this thing, it's not working and all of that. Of course, there are some off days, but just keep at it. Patience and consistency.
Consistency.
Yes.
Okay.
Reinforce, 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 reinforce. It's reinforcing it's you're encouraging the desired behavior. Just reinforce. So when it does something, by the time you reinforce, even the child feels good. Okay, what I've done now has earned me this, so it's a good idea for me to continue with this. You understand? Like, if I can share this incident, something happened last night. So he requested for something from his brother, and his brother kept quiet. So I told his brother that you have to respond to him. You have to give him an answer. So he knows that when he talks, people talk back too. You understand? We're encouraging the verbal, you understand, behavior. That you have to tell him something. You don't just keep quiet because everybody is working as a team at home. You understand? So that he knows that, oh, when I talk to people, they actually talk to me back. So that's part of the room. Just keep reinforcing. When he does something, oh, he's not like when I have to time him for things at times. And so when I time is up, we're working on our own task behavior. So when it's timed and the timer goes off and I say, oh, great job or something, you've done well. And he's also excited. You understand? So we keep pushing the time like I've achieved something. So reinforcement. Reinforcement, that's the secret ingredient. Yes. We're still on that journey, but there's improvement. But you know, on this journey, there's nothing like small progress. We celebrate every progress. Every milestone we celebrate. So I won't say we are there yet, but there's progress. At least he can tell me all the names of his classmates. I mean, that's huge for us. And all of that. And I tell him, and they engage him too, and he's beginning to respond. So no matter, I would say there's, even if it's 10%, so I'm celebrating that. So yes, there is progress. The number one advocate for our kids, our parents or caregivers, like the parents from the home front, from the home front. So I would say they should empower parents. That's the best gift that you can actually give. Empower parents. That's what that program has done, giving them the tools, because these kids, they spend more time at home. So where that's where they actually need most of the intervention. So it's not enough that, okay, I take them to the centers and all of that. They spend more time at home. So this is where there should be continuity of the therapy and intervention. Exactly. So parents need to be empowered, because they need to be empowered because it's not just something that is limited to a time frame. It should be part of our lives. Intervention is everyday life. Like I said earlier, from the moment the child wakes up and they take the bath, whatever they do at home, this is all intervention, because you're interacting, you're teaching them things in their natural environment. That's even the best way to teach them. There's no restriction and all of that. It's very natural to them. It's their everyday life. So there's no greater gift you can give a parent than to empower them to be able to help their children. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank,
What would you say to those that sponsor your own experience?
hmm, thank you. And thank you does not quite capture what is really in my heart. I am so grateful. You've done so. This is a lot. This is a lot. I watch my son and I know we've come a long way and I see progress, and that is encouraging. That keeps me going. And when we started in July from now, oh my God, there's progress. I can see there's progress, and I do not take it for granted. And I'm still looking forward to the next summer to bring him in because the fact that he had other kids around him here also helped the social skills and all of that. So thank you so much. Thank you. This is a great investment. It means so much to me, to my family. And please do this. Don't stop doing this, please, please. Don't stop doing this. So many of us, like I've seen more parents now, and I'm happy. I'm happy that more parents are being taken in, and I'm encouraging it. I've met some of them, and I've been encouraging them that please don't stop it, or don't get discouraged. Keep coming, keep coming. It's worth it. Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you for what you are doing for our children. God bless you. God bless you so much.